Hey, what's going on, guys? So today, I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys that top 4 deck profile from our seal only at the OTS championships. So I'm gonna kind of go through how each card did, so on and so forth, especially for the spicy tech cards. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting things off, we are only playing 2 Alistair. I didn't want a whole lot of normal summons in the deck. 2 Alistair was just fine. We didn't actually go into the Invoked engine that much over the weekend. So 2 Alistair worked out perfectly. We're playing 3 Wendy. Wendy's fantastic. I love her to death. Most of these are going to be like your standard ratios anyway. So like, I'd be surprised if anything came to be shocking to you. We are playing 2 Dragon, because I hate going against back row. Dragon was kind of subpar. I didn't go up against a lot of back row matchups, so having 2 Dragon this week was actually, I might cut it down to 1, I'm not sure. So, but 2 Dragon. Thinking about bumping this up to 3. 2 Squamata. I know whenever we actually get Cross Sheep, we'll need to play 3. I'll probably end up cutting the 1 Dragon and putting this up to 3. Whenever we actually do end up getting sheep. But 2 is fine. Again, I probably could have cut the second dragon. Playing 2 hedgehog. There's a lot of 2 ofs in this. I know it's not technically correct, but it's fine. 2 hedgehog was great. There were times that I opened this and I didn't have any type of fusion spell, so setting it was fantastic. And then 2 beast to draw a ton of cards. Most of the time going first, I'd end up setting this off of Wendy so I could get the flip effect to draw 2, discard 1. Fantastic. And then we are only playing 1 Ariel. Ariel is I was not a fan. I don't think I actually ever got its flip effect off once. I could just be really bad at the game, I don't know. But 1 Ariel was okay. Like, I think, like, you have to play it. Like, you can't not play it in case it does come up. But, like, like, I never even sent it to get its banish effect off. So, I don't know. So, but that does it for our Invoked / Shaddoll lineup. We'll get those out of the way. Moving on to our hand traps. So, we have our 1 effect failure. Our 2 Ash. 1 from the Dual Devastator, and then the 1 that we pulled from Shadows of Aha. We are also playing our 1 Nibiru as one of our light targets for Construct. DD Crow, which was insane. So overall, playing 5 hand traps. These came in clutch. Never actually saw Nibiru once, but it was still very nice to have these 5. So that does it for hand traps. Now for the spice. So for going second, playing our 1 copy of Giant Wrestler Pankratops. This card was nuts. This helped break boards. It was incredible. The MVP that got us into top 8, 1 Iron Dragon Tiamatin from the Megatin. This card was nuts. I actually want to see if we can get more. I can't express enough how much this card was insane. We only saw it once and it won us that game. But and then we have our small danger package. 1 Bigfoot, 1 Nessie, and 1 Jackalope. So we don't really have anything else besides that. But that does it for all of our monsters. I'm surprised that we even got like a decent danger package from this Megatins. So moving on to the spells, we still have our 1 copy of Meltdown. I think we only saw this once, so it wasn't insane, but it was still nice to have. We also have our 1 copy of Mind Control. This was fantastic for helping break boards, and more 1-ofs, Foolish Burial, and 1 copy of Allure of Darkness. This is a 40 card deck, and I couldn't justify anything else in the deck for a 40th card. So we have 1 copy of Allure. I saw this a ton too, so like one was fine. Then we're maxing out on all of our other fusions. So 3 copies of El Shaddoll fusion, 3 copies of the regular Shaddoll fusion with our 1 secret rare copy. And then only 2 invocation. I kept opening hands where invocation wasn't doing anything anymore. And like we don't really have that huge of a Shaddoll, of an invoked extra deck. So having only 2 was fine. I did not ever miss the 3rd. And then we're playing 3 copies of Super Poly, 1 with our rarity upgrade, 2 ultra rare. So we have 3 Super Poly, and that rounds it up for our spells. And then we have our 1 copy of Shaddoll Incarnation. We actually ended up cutting the second one because it just wasn't coming up. So plus, if you're managing your resources correctly, you can loop App Cologne with it and just keep getting a ton of negates. Is insane. So that does it for the main deck. Let's take a look at the extra deck. So we have our 1 copy of Gravity Controller. Thinking about bumping this up to 2. A second one did come up. Our new copy of Nightmare Cerberus. Akashic Magician, which did not come up at all. This has saved our butts a couple times in the past, but it didn't do anything at the OTS tournament. Boral Sword. I don't think we ended up making it once, which was kind of sad. But that does it for all of our links. We only have 4. Now we have Triple Construct. I did go through all of them. Some games. So having 3 was insane. Only 2 copies of Winda, because we weren't ending up like making the 3rd that often. So 2 was fine. Never needed the 3rd. We did play 1 copy of Shekanaga. I was afraid of BLS. And like having this as an additional Super Poly target was great. I loved having it. And it actually did come up a couple times. I think we Super Poly'd away a Mathematician or something, and like they just ended his turn because we were able to negate something. We are only playing 1 App Cologne. I don't know if I only want to play 1 or if there's some leniency here to get a second one. And then the 1 Wendigo. This also came up Super Polying away an Appaloosa. So Wendigo is fantastic. Going on to our very, 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 very tiny Invoked engine, we have Kaliga and Mechaba. Now, you saw me open the Mechaba before. The Kaliga I did not get on camera. I had a friend that found 1 Fusion Enforcers pack and gave it to me like right before the OTS championship, and like we opened it and my phone was like dead. Oh, sorry, still a little sick. And we happened to pull Kaliga right before we filled out our deck list. So you'll have to just kind of trust me on that. Like it was insane. So yeah. So we do have the 1 Kaliga. I think this is like around $10 now. It's insane. And then the Mechaba. I think we could put in Purgatrio now, especially since we have Ash. And then as our last spot in the extra deck, we are playing 1 Diplexer Chimera. This was supposed to be a Super Poly target against Salamangreat. We didn't play against any Salad at the OTS. So this is kind of a dead spot. I don't think I would have cut this out anyway, though. Or like maybe at least putting it in the side. I don't know. But it's not like we really had anything better to put in. Like our extra deck was pretty solid. I'm not going to lie. I was really happy with it. Going on to our side deck, though. So as kind of like our kaijus, we have the 1 Gamma and 2 Lava Golem. I don't think I saw Gamma Seal once. We did see Lava Golem a couple times, but in the hands that we needed our normal summons, so like it was bad. If I can get like 2 more of these, or like even if we open up like the Salamangreat structure deck to get a couple more of the like Dogoran, that would be awesome. Because like Lava Golem's kind of not cutting it now. I don't know. So moving on to our spells, playing 3 Twin Twister. I love this card. And then for other back row hate, we are playing 3 Unending Nightmare. So that's all the spells that we have on the side. So 3 Unending Nightmare. As for the other stuff that you would expect, we pulled 3. There can only be 1. So we are playing 3 of that. This card shut down Lunalights. It was fantastic. And then we have 3 other 1-ofs. We have Different Dimension Ground, which I never happened to see, but we just have it as a 1-of. Solemn Strike, which did come up once. And then our Prismatic Red Reboot. So I think out of these 3, I only ended up using this one. I never sided in the Red Reboot because we didn't go up against any like back row, like trap heavy matchups. That Red Reboot would have come in handy. And then I wish I would have seen Different Dimension Ground. We sided it against Lunalight. We sided it against in top 4 against Spiral. We didn't happen to see anything good. But I love this side. I know it can get better. But we'll just have to see. It's still like everything's still evolving with the deck. I know we still need Cross Sheep. We still need a lot of things. But overall, like it's shaping up to be a really, really, really solid deck.